garden tour, July 21st, 2023. So it's that time of year. Garlic's ready. Harvested the first row of garlic today. I planted twice the bulbs this past fall that I did the year before. So it's going to be interesting to see how much I end up with. You can see I've got 3 rows left to harvest. Pulled that one just recently. It's in the car. It's going home to be put on the drying rack. Here's the lettuce and the kale, looking yummy. Swiss chard, it's finally starting to produce. Here is the row of watermelons. See, those are starting to take off now. Got some Great Lakes head lettuce in here. You can see also got some leeks amongst these. I think I stuck a cilantro in there. Plus I've got, this was a buttercup squash that I scavenged. You can also stuck in some lettuce down here at the end. Some mystery flower I'm going to let grow, see what comes of it. Here is pumpkin row. This would be, oh, these are jack-o'-lanterns down at this end with sugar pie pumpkins in the middle and Jack B. Little pumpkins at the top here with some, again, some Great Lakes head lettuce in here. You can see it's actually starting to head up there. That looks like it'll be yummy. Also got some, I stuck some jalapenos interplanted in these pumpkins. There's an okra, it's getting munched on. This would be squash. So we've got spaghetti squash at the top here. We've also got some bell peppers amongst it. Also some Great Lakes lettuce, which looks like it'll probably be ready in the next couple weeks. And then we've got, this is butternut squash down at this end with more lettuce and more bell peppers. This here is a bed of cucumbers, which is getting bigger. Also got some basil. I think that's probably Genovese. And we've got the last little bit of black-seeded Simpson leaf lettuce here with some onions that were left over from last year that I just stuck in here. Again, we've got, oh, I think I stuck some more bell peppers in with these cucumbers. I had a zucchini in here that I lost. It's alright, I'll find something else to put in there. What else have we got? This here is zucchini, summer squash, and yellow zucchini down at the end, with French breakfast radishes run down one side and cherry bell radishes run down the other side. Here's a Japanese beetle. You know what we do with these guys? Toss those right in the soapy water. That's why I put some of these soapy waters throughout the garden, so I can easily drop a pest into them whenever I need to. Oh, here's some Thai basil I stuck in. There's a Japanese beetle that felt my wrath earlier. Here is my, these are heirlooms, so these are Paul Robeson tomatoes down here with leeks in between them and ginger. You know, ginger is sending off secondary sprouts, so I think it's going pretty good. These are probably, oh, arbusins at the top of the row here, and beefsteaks through the middle. You can see the scarlet runner beans starting to run in scarlet. Before you know it, that'll be a tomato tunnel. Then we've got puny kale in here, some cherry tomatoes, some more ginger. We've got Swiss chard in this bed. A little bit of everything. Everything but the kitchen sink. Oh, we've got a couple nasturtiums down here at the end of these beds. And this is a Malabar spinach, which is starting to take off. So this will be interesting. See how that does this summer. And we've got, this is my planting of bush tomatoes. So these are beefsteak bush tomatoes. I want to see how these do this year. I planted them late, so I'm not expecting anything right off, but they're getting bigger. I just planted them a couple weeks ago and they've doubled or tripled in size. This here is my second planting of peppers. These are bell peppers with some, I think I've got, can't remember, that's a melon in between. Cantaloupe, that's what it is. Then we've got second planting of beans here with it's a zinnia tucked in the end there. A row of beets. Second planting of beets. You can see this second planting of green beans is coming along nicely. Here's the first planting of green beans. And you can see the row of celery right next to it with some wonderful smelling dill. I wish you could smell that. So, it's got plenty of blossoms, the Japanese beetles, snails, they've all found them. But we have beans. We got green beans. Looks like I'll probably have enough to bring these to market for the first time this week. People will be happy about that. So there's the celery with some romaine lettuce amongst. Here is the Napa cabbage bed. Got pretty hammered by the flea beetles earlier this year, but luckily most of it's bounced back. Got some scallions run down the middle. Didn't come along quite as quick as I was hoping, so they're getting kind of choked out by the cabbage. Looks like we've got some cabbage. It's just about ready to harvest. Yeah, that one, we'll see how it looks in a couple days. Then we've got a second planting of carrots down here, which getting kind of spotty germination, but we'll see how that ends up. I think I ran some tiny little leeks down the middle. Yeah, there's a leek. And then this bed here is a second planting of zucchini and summer squash and yellow zucchini with, again, French breakfast down one side and cherry bell radish down the other side. This here is the sickly looking little purple cabbage bed. This got hammered by the flea beetles too. A lot of it survived. I'll get something out of the end of it. They decimated the stuff that I seeded, and I went and bought some more at the local nursery, and most of that survived. So we'll get some purple cabbage. Definitely gonna invest in some insect fleece for next year. Here's the green cabbage. That got hit pretty hard, but looks like we'll get cabbage out of that before the end of the year. And then this bed here is a bed of tiny little shishito peppers with some other random things planted down the middle. We got some, that's a melon, cantaloupe. That's some basil. We got some kale run down the middle. Some more basil down here at the end. I can't remember what this flower's called, but it's looking pretty. Then we've got here, oh yeah, this is a second planting of cabbage that I did. Get some green and purple cabbage mixed in. There's a couple kale plants in the middle. That over there is all flowers, with a bunch of flowers that are new to me, so I can't recite their names off the top of my head, but I'll get them down. Then here we've got beets and carrots. Pretty sure, yeah, we've got beets. Those have been selling pretty well at market. Pretty sure this will be the first week for carrots at market. There's some carrots in here. I've also got peas. Those are ready. I've been eating those. It's not really producing enough to sell, so I've just been eating them myself. And we've got the onion beds. The yellow onions are really starting to size up. So are the cucumbers that grow in the onions, just thrive. It's weird, they're much bigger than the other cucumbers that I have by themselves. We've got some tiny little stevia plants. Planted some of that last year. It's a pretty yummy natural sweetener you can grow right in your own garden. Some more stevia. We've got some more, oh, these are the red onions down here. We've got some more melons. Another melon over here. And sunflowers. Getting pretty close. Oh, look. Japanese beetle likes sunflowers. Before long, we'll have sunflowers. Planted a bunch of different varieties this year, so this will be neat to see what pops up. This is my cut flower bed, which didn't really do what I'd hoped it would. But there's some flowers in there, so we'll take it. So, that's about the story of the garden this week. Hope everybody's getting lots of vegetables out of their gardens. That's about the gist of it. Happy growing.